Hey, Jason? You can turn that off, and if you want to watch it with me. Yeah. Yep. So, this in the bottom left, that's how far the camera is into the sewer. So right now, and what that goes off is
2 inches.
Yeah, what it comes off the roll.
Okay.
So if I were worth it, it's what's on the roll, not much the head of it.
Okay.
So I got basically that's what we got. You know, there's your wall.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Let's see what we have here. So that is. That's underwater there.
Yeah. So that's hitting. That's the pipe. Okay.
Now the foam, the white stuff, I ran some dish soap down there. So you know a little bit to clean the cable and.
Sure. So that's what that is.
Yep. So far, everything
cool
looks.
Little machine.
Yeah, everything looked pretty normal. I think we got something going on here.
Some soap suds.
Okay, so there it goes. Looks
down.
Like well, and the pipe goes bigger too.
Yeah.
So that we did not know. So that looks like that goes.
It's only 5 feet.
That's in 5. Yeah, just leave the building. So that looks like clay there, or maybe not. Because clay will look pretty clean for the most part. That looks like that's what that is. And that's what it's 6 feet.
I flip on this. Oh, it has some.
I think some soap on it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not very far out. Looks like we're underwater there.
That's the opening. So.
Missionary answer soap down there.
Would it help if we flushed more water down?
Yeah, maybe flush a toilet.
Yeah.
You know, in that. It might not be the worst. Hey, babe.
So yeah, you're past not quite to the suds. Okay, there the suds are.
Doesn't seem to be washing away too quick. But it does look like it goes from a smaller to a bigger pipe almost.
Or it just drops. It's hard to tell when you can't see the top too
Yeah.
well, but it does look a little bit bigger.
I know we're underwater there at about 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So there's probably back pitch there.
How long is it with that last? Oh. Yeah, we definitely got some that lake.
It's paper. So right outside the building, it looks like. Well, in there, it looks like that's concrete, I think. You know, there's paper and then concrete.
Oh shit. It's not shit, right?
I don't think so.
It's hard to...
That's, I don't know. I think that looks like paper.
Yeah, but what's that paper hanging on to?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we're trying to figure out. So if that's a root...
Yeah, well, you can see it's kind of cracked here, too. And there's a lot of... It's cracked there. It's probably cracked there with either... That could be a root, too, yeah. I think I'm recording this. So, I'm hoping... You know...
He wanted to...
Want to take a picture of that?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, it's at about 12 feet out.
Hey, Tom. You hanging out in the room?
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. I gotta take a picture of this real quick.
Alright, hold on.
So I'm here with the plumber.
Hi.
Hi there, how's it going?
Good.
So this is what I'm looking at. That's the inside of the pipe. That might be a crack right there. Might
Okay.
be a root or something coming through. Who knows? But we're going through.
We're at about 12 feet, 12, 13 feet from the inside of the house.
Yeah.
So it's close to the house.
Yep.
Pretty
And it
close.
looks like it goes from cast iron and then to clay.
Oh.
Which,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see how this looks pretty good here.
Yeah, that actually looks decent.
So is that where it got stuck, you think?
It's hard to
Well,
say.
yeah, there was some paper hung up on it after we cleaned it. You know,
Yeah.
so even after we cleaned it, there was stuff hanging up on it.
Yeah, like right before that crack, there's like some paper that was like, it looks like it's just kind of like hanging out there, but then you're like, okay, well, what's it hanging out on?
Wait, this almost looks.
Yeah. So what's your recommendation, Mr. Plumber?
This almost doesn't it look like we're underwater there even?
Yeah, what's going on here? What is all this? What is that? It
I don't know
looks
if
like
that's-
space, like a nebula of some sort.
Well, I wonder if we're
Are
not
you
underwater.
And if so, when did you? Because it doesn't look like.
Or unless it's just unless you're running hot water.
I am.
Well, that could be steam then.
Oh, let me turn it off. Shoot. Hot and cold though.
It could be, you know what? Could
So I turned off the hot. I
yeah.
was running hot and cold, so it wouldn't have been like steam,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, it's pretty cold down there. If it's just even, you know, fairly warm, because yeah, I think, you know, that looks like the water pattern there.
And it
I
looks
think
like
that's-
that's the water line
Yeah,
right there.
exactly. Yeah, I think that's.
But
either
then, like,
steam or-
what is?
I think that might be steam or just.
See, there should be
Why don't you actually turn everything off?
all the water.
Yeah, if you could, please, and then.
Right here, I'll have you.
Okay.
Film that.
So we're out about 13 feet. And like I said, it changed from cast iron to clay, and it looks like it's probably 4-inch cast iron to 4-inch clay, which the inside diameter isn't the same. You know, 4-inch clay is almost like 5-inch. It's bigger. So as far as when you're in there cleaning, you know, with a cutter,
Yeah.
and you go in with a 4-inch cutter, you're not getting it all. So far, it looks like we're, you know, pretty good with all of the piping. I mean, as far as cleaning it, it's just that one section where it was cracked, and it's either a root like there.
Oh yeah, there. See that? Back it up a little bit more. See if there's that paper. I know that paper's right around there too. Look at it. There's another one. Those are all like little cracks in there, isn't it?
Yeah, here we're under.
All right, we're underwater there.
And there's that either
What
roots
is?
or
Yeah, we don't know what that is. See that, Tom? That big
Yeah.
obstruction right there?
Yeah.
We don't know what that is. That
you know, and then
can't tell.
the cast or the clay looks like it's all kind of cracked in there. There's a crack. There's a crack,
There's another crack.
and
That's all.
yeah, it looks like that.
That's-
You know, that's,
Oh, it looks like it a little bit washes away when you.
that section, that's only about 13 feet out or so.
Yeah, 14.
I have a feeling that was, you know, just mist or, you know, I don't think we're underwater here.
Oh, whatever that is. That's kind of weird.
There's
Okay, so those are just suds from the dish soap. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can see that.
I just ran some dish soap down there to clean the cable and kind of just cleaned it all.
Sure. Understood.
So that's what the white stuff there is, the foam. Yeah, that's about 20 feet there. Well, let me hit a mess of suds there.
Getting punched through. There's not a lot of
No, probably-
water left. Oh, it's probably stuck on the.
Can I ask how far down the ground a typical sanitary sewer is?
Oh, I would say it doesn't look like it leaves real deep here, but I would guess 8 to 10 to 12 feet roughly.
Okay. Because we had some landscaping done, but nothing close to that depth.
Yeah. If that head's covered with paper or foam, or that's all foam.
That's hard to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something's covering the camera.
No more than anything,
Just to see if it goes through.
well, and to see where the main is. It should go through.
Well, it pushes forward, but
And I'm thinking it should because when we had that cable in 100 feet.
I think we lost the picture. Still measuring the. It's getting harder and you can't see, then I mean that thing might be full of paper right now, that's why.
Gravity going with us.
Right about 63.5 feet, it's not. I don't really want to go too far. 65. But it's really difficult.
So I think we got probably like 30 or 40 feet at least yet to go to the main. Might be even more.
Were you able to get the blade that far or no?
The cutter, I put 120 feet in with a 4-inch C cutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tip of the cable or the end of the cable was kind of bent a little bit, you know, so it, when it was, you know, it runs in a circular motion, then it's kind of moving back and forth, slapping back and forth against the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I can't. I had about 60, 66, 67, 68 feet. I can't get in anymore.
Yeah, we lost visual like 30 feet ago.
Yeah. Pull it out and see what we have.
He's just reeling it back now to see if
Okay.
there's something covering the corner or
Yep, there was probably about, what, 12, 13 feet, 14 feet was where we started cracking the pipe.
yeah, 12, 13 is where it started to crack, and then I think once we got to about 27 is where we lost them.
Visual?
Yeah. Yeah, there could have been something in the pipe that just covered up the camera or who knows. Is there something on there?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know why we can't get it it past 68 feet or whatever.
Yeah.
I suppose we stop on the water and that kind of clears it, but
Like, it doesn't even seem like there's... Oh, now you're... Get picture back. So, at 8 feet.
Hmm.
And the water's
Water's-
flowing the wrong direction.
yeah.
Why is the water flowing the wrong direction? So there's definitely obstruction, whatever the hell that is. That has not moved. And
Right
that's an obstruction, and that's a cracked
Yeah.
pipe.
To me, I don't know if that's roots. It almost looks like more concrete than, because sometimes that's how they, with the clay, they would patch the ends with the clay. That's a pretty good.
Like to get in. Oh, just to like. Okay, so now we move beyond. We're at 12 feet in. Moving forward again to 14, pretty smoothly. 15 and a half.
There's they're pushing.
17. Maybe we need some water running. That's why. That's where we lose it. Seem to lose our. Because now it's on there.
And you can see on the side, left side there.
Yeah, I see that. There's
more
something over
concrete
there.
or something there. It's paper.
Yeah, let's, Did it come down already?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, not. I didn't see any water going past yet. It takes there. It's slowly
Oh,
coming.
oh yeah, there it is.
We're 20-some feet down.
I see something up ahead there.
We shouldn't have so much standing water. Well, it's not a ton, I guess.
No,
Its
but
head
it's-
is about an inch and a half. But there.
Yeah, but there is. And then right at the end of that, there's something else. You see that? I can see that. I can see it right up in here.
I wonder if that's just foam.
You see
though.
that?
If that's just.
How far can we? So we're 25 feet in. And that's about where we lost our... But if there's foam standing up that high, that means that there's something... You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's something behind it, because essentially suds sit on what's left after the water drains away. So if the water's being held up there... But we can't... This is where it kind of gets a little... Oh, there, okay.
Is that suds from the washing machine, you think? anything?
No, I dumped
No.
them down to keep, some Dawn dishwashing soap. There's some solids. I don't think that's soap
Yeah,
on the left
no, that's solid.
there. Or paper,
Okay.
I should say.
Well, yeah. Not liquid. And that's... Seems like you're getting hung up there, too. It's going. You want to check this out? What? I'm not finished, no. I got the bleach down and stuff, but we're here. Why don't you take a look at this? I got Tom on the phone. There, hold on. There, now you can say hi.
Hello.
Still dealing with shit. Literally.
Yeah, well,
But it's starting to smell like bleach now, more so.
yeah, we got to get this thing figured out.
Yeah, I'm in the basement out here too. I can't see. Is that just the camera going out?
Yeah, we're at 25 feet from here out.
Okay.
It would be east there. And that's soap suds.
Oh, that's soap suds?
Yeah, I cleaned the cable. I shouldn't have done that.
It looks like snow or something in there.
Yeah. But the thing too is we get in about 66 feet or so. We can't get any farther.
And then you can't get any more? Like it
Mm-mm.
stops?
Yeah, but I ran the drain cable over 120 feet.
So does that mean you think something's like
I
plugging?
don't know. I don't know why. If there's... I don't know.
That's weird. Yeah, you can't see anything. I mean,
No.
there's like nothing.
And I think
So unless it's something further out, and then
there's...
what's that?
Well, it's...
That looks just all, oh, that's all flat under. Do you want to see, Tom? Do you want me to flip the camera?
Yeah, please.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, it's... I don't know how much you can see. It's just... sudsy.
Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can switch, flip. Okay.
There you go. Thank you. Is that the correct flow?
Yep, it's... Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually...
Why is that red? Or is that just a color?
No, it's clay.
Oh, okay.
It leaves the house and then... so we're going back here to check over this. That actually looks pretty good. There's just a joint. There's that crack in there. That section looks pretty good.
Is that the section closest to the house?
Yeah, we're actually pulling it back because this we didn't see. And I don't know, was it about 20 feet or so? So that all looks pretty good. It's just a little low spot there.
Can you help? Can you run the blade again to see if it goes through pretty much easier?
Well, yeah, that's another 2 hours or so. I got everything hauled out already. I mean, it's opened.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got out 120 feet, and I think the manhole, I measured it with a tape, the manhole to the garage is 100 feet.
Okay.
So I ran, and that's what I'd kind of like to see, is where it goes into the manhole, or into the main.
Yeah.
But I can only get it at 60 feet here, and then
Yeah.
the camera stops.
And that's weird, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just pushing it with the cable, it's rotating, and, it's a little more heavy duty than the camera here.
Well, I'd rather have you spend the time if you could, and I'll pay you obviously by hour if you think that might be helpful.
To run it down again?
Yeah, I mean, do you think that would be helpful?
Not really. I don't,
You know?
we don't, it doesn't look like, I mean, any spots in there, I mean, the one close to the house, it looked like that was almost concrete. Well, I'm not going to be able to bust that with the, with the cutter.
With the cutter?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't go at 60-some feet. It probably, like I said, it probably didn't help that I ran soap down there.
This is the second time in 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah. I guess maybe what I suggest is, I guess it's my fault. I shouldn't have probably done it, ran that soap down there to clean it up because we can't see anything now. But if after a couple days we come back and then run this down, and then if that's cleared up, and then and then we can see what's going on.
Okay. I mean, I want to find out if it's something that needs to be a major repair or something. I want to do it now. I don't want to just.
Well,
Yeah, to keep happening, and then we have to deal with it for a couple
exactly.
Yeah.
I think, long story short, I think, me running the drain cable isn't going to do a whole lot. It's probably going to, like I said, almost going to have to be that it's repaired. And I know they make these where you don't have to dig up, dig up or excavate, where they can dig up by the main and then pull a new tube or pipe into here.
Okay.
And then, what they have to do, and regardless, you'd have to still bust a hole in your floor here, and then just from the outside pull it into here.
Right.
Then it's one continuous long new piece of pipe.
Right. You need a general for that? Who does that?
I know there's a place up north. I don't know their name offhand or anything. I think there's a couple companies. I don't even, not even gonna guess what that costs, because it's
Right.
a pretty extensive repair.
Right.
I think, like I said, what I would probably suggest is us coming back, hopefully after all that foam is gone, and I'll talk to my boss too about it, and then running the camera. What's kind of odd is that I can't get it past the 60-some feet. And I didn't, when I was running that drain cable, I'd have a couple spots where there was resistance, but nothing like, that I couldn't get it through.
Yeah.
And there could be such a thing. Maybe there's a lot of ups and downs, peaks and valleys where, this camera has got to go up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
The drain cable, that'll, burrow through just about anything. But if there's a lot of ups and downs, with this camera that I got to try to push, plus, that drain cable, it rotates pretty fast. I don't know, a couple hundred RPM per minute or whatever.
Right.
So you got a little bit of gravity and the weight of the cable and it rotating, that's all going in your
Jason,
favor.
bed.
With this camera, obviously I'm just pushing it in my hand.
Yeah.
And I got it a little bit farther, I think.
You don't have it doesn't have the wherewithal that your blade does.
I'm sorry, what?
It doesn't have the wherewithal behind it like your blade does.
Exactly. I'm just pushing it. The others, it's pretty heavy duty and it's rotating, and this is just a, a half-inch heavy duty wire basically is what it is. And I'm pushing down with the cable head on, or the camera head on it.
Well, we gotta try to get it fixed. So,
Yep, I agree. And yeah, I'm at about 70, and I can't. Pretty much the same as where we had it before.
Thank goodness for FaceTime, right? You can be all the way in a different state and be in the house at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna pull this back. I'll talk to my boss when I get back. We'll come up with a game plan.
Okay.
I guess they're just gonna have to keep an eye on that floor drain. That's the lowest spot, in the basement here.
Okay.
I would
So
get,
can we run the wash machine now instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've been running water, and there was a lot of like papers and stuff that had to wash through, and it all washed through. But I would keep an eye on it. I think come down here probably at least a couple times a day and just
And check it?
check that floor drain. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have the weekend. Tom, you're back. When you're back Wednesday, right? I give Sam, the sitter,
Yeah.
your number, and so that way, just in case I have to call you right away if something's.
Right.
But have her check it throughout the day too. Like, she works in the morning 8 to 2, but make sure she keeps checking on us.
Sure. Well, I'd sure like to have that second look at
Yeah.
something there.
Like, we can definitely, do you recommend a certain day? Like, Tom, do you want it when you're back on Wednesday or no? Or before?
Yeah. What is your name, sir?
I'm Al.
Al. So Al, if you could get your contact information, and why don't we touch base when I get back into town?
Yeah, that'll work. Yep.
I'll send you, if you give me your info, I can text that to Tom.
Mhm.
And then that way he'll be able to call.
Mhm.
Because we're kind of switching. He's coming back and we're going. So, and we have a sitter here staying with the dog and everything, so we want to make sure everything's taken care of. But
Yep. We'll get a game plan and
But Al, your thinking is that you'd come back with the camera again.
Yep. And I'll tell my boss what I found, that I can't push it any farther than 65, 70 feet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's another. This is all we have, unless he would come back with something a little bit more substantial, that we would get from somebody else, or what.
Right.
no, wait, who's your boss?
Tom and Ryan Bublitz.
Tom and Ryan Bublitz are the owners' names, Tom.
Okay.
So they're local. You guys are local right in Cedarburg, yeah.
Yep.
Bublitz, Bublitz.
Yeah. Are they related to the restaurant Bublitz?
Yep. I think Tom is first cousin to, I don't know, I think there were 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 restaurants.
Well, we're all frustrated.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
This is not something you can live with.
Nope, I agree.
We spent hours cleaning and bleaching. I mean, carrying the rugs out and
Mm-hmm.
because it's unsanitary. Like you.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it's what I'm afraid of. But at least it was contained inside that room.
Yep.
To just bleach
Yep.
it out. It didn't get on the
There
carpet.
was a little bit, I think, came up that shower drain.
Okay.
The basement shower drain.
In here, in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'll come up any place, lowest spot, and
Okay.
obviously the floor drain in the laundry is the lowest, and then
Should I spray some bleach in that
yeah,
shower?
Yeah, run some water,
Okay.
and then clean that. That wouldn't hurt.
Al, does the water flow look normal to you?
Not too, no. And that's the thing. When I had all it, you'd run it, and it seemed like it would flow decent, and then it would slow down a little bit, and
Yeah.
because, and I don't know, it's been in quite a while, all of the piping and everything. But as things get older, on some of this piping, it can happen. It can settle. Depends
Yeah.
on, how well it was bedded. When
Right.
you install it, and
Right.
how it was installed.
Right.
So.
Yeah. We may need, if we need to replace the line, so be it. I mean, it's gotta be done.
Yep. I mean, there's different options. The old standby was digging the lawn up or the yard and replacing it. But now, like I said, there's equipment where they go outside, dig up, inside here, dig up, and then they pull a one section of pipe, and
Yeah.
it kind of, I think what it does is they pull it through the existing pipe, and it kind of explodes the old pipe, and then feeds the new section in.
Sure.
And then there's no joints, it's just all one solid piece of pipe.
Yeah.
But I'm not even going to try to guess what something like that would cost. I
Well-
know in Saukville they did it. I'm sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, you know what? It really doesn't matter what it costs because it's got to be done.
Well,
It's gotta
that's
be-
it. Yep. Yeah, you
Or
can't.
we're gonna have this every few months, which it costs money too.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I know some people.
And then it always happens, like on a Saturday or like a Tuesday night, and